What? How we doing today? We're an hour earlier. A little bit earlier. Poor conservative's already here. He says, hey, it's 10. Good morning, my friend. How are things going? Come on. What am I, like 2 minutes late? Maybe? I don't even know what time it is. I don't know. Oh no, did I already break it? Nope, there we go. All right. What? All right. So we are, well, as you guys know, we're doing this an hour early today. Really, I'm sorry if that happened to cause any sort of inconvenience, but I have an appointment in a little while that I really didn't want to change, and I didn't want to move the live stream like to another day and really mess everything up. So I said, you know what, we're still gonna do it. We're just gonna do it an hour earlier, and then yeah, then we'll be able to go on about our day. So hope you guys are all doing well. Poor Conservative says LMFAO. Hiya, Jeff. Well, hiya. Hiya back at you. Harry Dude's here. Evening, morning, hello all. Let's see. Well, it's still evening. We're just an hour earlier. It's an hour earlier in the evening over there. Well, your night, I guess. Let's see. So it's 8. I think you're what, 16 hours difference? So, is it 2 in the morning there or 1 in the morning? No. What is going on, Harry Dude? Hope things are going well. Down under over there. Oh, it's midnight there. Oh, hey, well, I'm not that far. 14 hours. 14 hours off. Yeah. No. I can't do time. Anyway, doesn't matter. So what is going on? What are you guys up to this fine Wednesday? Before we kind of dive into our stuff around here. You guys working on anything in particular? Harry Dude, what's on your bench? What's on the bench? Poor Conservative, I know you you probably got the shop stuff going on, right? Shop renovations. Working on any of that today? Well, around here, well today I got some just a bunch of running around to do. Like I said, I got some business stuff to go over, and then I might be meeting the potential buyer for the green Corona caster. Ooh, I'm pretty excited about that. So after the meeting, I got to zip over there and fingers crossed. Poor Conservative says just cooked 2 test brats in the air fryer. I have heard excellent reviews on air fryers. A friend of mine got one, and he said that it works really well. He got one of those that you can, I don't remember what it all does, like all kinds of stuff. Air fryer. I don't even remember. It does like 6 or 7 things. It sounds like maybe a higher end one. I don't know anything about it, but he said they're really awesome. Harry Dude says, got more pick guards to do. Another 2 orders came in this week. Got to play with the new router table stuff. That router table it looks cool. I think I commented on that this morning. I've been thinking about, let me see if I can do this. I've been thinking about this table back here. So we're going to be a little bit out of frame for a second. Catch-all thing when I'm working on stuff. But I've been thinking about, this is like a 1.5 inch, 2-inch thick workbench top. It's just a little bit out of flat. I've been thinking about flattening it and putting maybe 2 routers in there. I think that would be really awesome for like building, for doing guitars and stuff. Because I could leave a bit in there, template bits and whatnot. Just drop them down. I think that would be really handy, and I've been thinking about that. I want one that has 2, so that I don't have to change bits so much. I don't know. I've been kicking that around for a little while now. Let's see here. Giovanni says, good afternoon, Jeff. I advise you to turn off some lights. There are too many reflections. How's that? Better? I wonder, it does look kind of yellow and like weird this morning. I don't know if it's because like the sun's in a different place, still has a little bit of that morning sunrise glow. But thanks a lot, Giovanni. It is kind of bright up there. That actually is better. Huh. Maybe I was too bright. I was getting all washed out. Is that better? Pork Conservative says I have a bunch of air fryer vids. I'm gonna have to look those up. I haven't seen any of those, and I haven't used an air fryer or anything. But I guess I heard good results. Giovanni, the connection jerks you. What? Really? You're having trouble? Seems well on my end. It seems like it's working okay, but I don't know. Sorry if it's causing you some troubles. Let me know if I'm too dark, too bright. I almost like it a little better without that light on right now. But let me know. Maybe I should turn that one off. Then we'll be sitting in the dark. Let's try it. Hang on. I'll be sitting in the dark with you guys. Sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Now is that too dark? Let's see. Neptunes is here. Dennis, what's going on? Hey everyone. Hope you are all going well. Also. Giovanni, okay, then it's time to get some watermelon sun. Yeah, especially. I'm always wearing a hat, like SPF 50 and Harry dude, hey, and see. Neptunes, what's doing? I know what you meant, buddy. It's all good. It is all good. So let's see. Let's cover a little bit of what's going on around here. What did I finish last week? Replace a window screen. Did I mention that? I might have mentioned it last week or one of the earlier live streams. Yeah, that's gonna be actually coming up this weekend. The video for that. Really simple. If you guys have never replaced a window screen, with the spline, it's super easy. But I had to do one, so I thought I'd share the process because somebody's always got to replace a window screen. So that's coming up this weekend. And then I got to start it on the next couple of projects. And finished one of them up yesterday, but now I can't get it. It's up. The little leather work around here. This it's a pouch for my Leatherman. So a little backstory, which I'm going to go into when we get into the video for this. This thing, I really like this Leatherman. This is the Leatherman Charge. This is the TTI, the titanium one, and it has a pocket clip, which I love because of the pocket clip. And because I like to carry knives and stuff clipped to my pocket. Several times I have broken the pocket clip. I should have brought it out here. It just snaps. Like you hit it on the side, that sucker will snap right off like nothing. Unfortunately, pocket clip is not covered by Leatherman's warranty. Now, I have sent this thing to Leatherman several times, and their warranty is great. They've repaired it, several different things, but they don't repair or replace the pocket clip. So I really didn't want to buy another clip. So I thought that I could make this pouch. So now I can just clip this on my belt, and I'm going to see how this works because I'm not typically one that likes a lot of things on my belt. So I kind of been wearing this around the last day or so, trying it out. And I like it so far. And also, I wanted to leave it open like this because I didn't want to, like a covered. I didn't want to have to open up a flap or something. Because that is what I like about this. I like the clip, so I can just clip it on my pocket without having to, you don't have to open anything or dig it out. So I'm going to try this out. I just finished it up yesterday. Got to start working on the video for that. A couple of little different things in there. Of course, still red thread. It's my thing, but had to do some double cap rivets. This one I mashed a little bit, but it's fine. So I got this done, and also started a guitar looper pedal project. I don't know if you guys have seen them. Not a looper like that records an audio loop that you maybe play along with, but a loop like an effects loop pedal. So you can plug in a chain of pedals and basically turn that whole chain on or off with a bypass. You can buy these things, but I started my own yesterday. I bought the stuff for it a long time ago and just never got around to it. I got most of it wired up. yesterday, and maybe I can get it done today or something. But that's what's going on here. And of course today, like I already mentioned, you just got some running around, some meeting some people today. Haley and I are going to be out and about on some adventures in town. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. Philip here. What's up? Philip says, sup? Off work today. Woo! Woodworking time. Put the music on and start some power tools. There you go, man. Poor conservative. That thing is great. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Giovanni, Jeff, my friend, I also have little hair now. I understand why almost all makers wear a hat. Yeah, I don't I don't even know. I wear a hat all the time when I'm outside. I have like kind of a wide brimmed, I don't know what you call it, a fishing hat or I don't know what it is, but one of those wide brims that goes all the way around, covers my ears and my face and everything. I used to wear all the time. I used to wear just a regular ball cap, and ever since high school, I wore one. And up in about 10 years ago, I'd say I kind of got out of the hat wearing thing, except when I'm outside. I keep my head covered, but I have recently been breaking out a hat again. I don't know. I'm not. I haven't worn it enough to be completely comfortable with it, and it's not something I'll probably do in videos. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe one day in a video you'll see me wearing a hat. KSFWG, good morning. Poor conservative says never used a pedal before. A pedal or a looper pedal? I have so many guitar pedals. I have, man, actually it's not quite as many as I used to have. I sold some a couple years ago. I kind of thinned the herd, and I sold probably 10 or 15 of them. But I still have a few select ones packed away. Plus, I still have 2 full pedal boards from different rigs and different setups and stuff that I have. I still have a lot. Giovanni says, have you seen my friend Murphy Maker's CNC? Does not want me to say it, but has already finished it the day after tomorrow. Upload the video. I finished editing it the day after tomorrow. Upload the video. I saw just what you had shared. I did see that. That's something I want. I do. I want to get a CNC, so I like watching other people's builds and stuff like that and learning about it. Poor conservative, is it a bucket hat? It might be a bucket hat. It's not like one of the official surplus, or anything like military surplus hats or anything like that. It's it's made by Under Armour. I don't even have it out here, but it's very similar to a bucket hat. At least what I think of a bucket hat. The only thing I don't like about this one, I cut the straps off right away because I don't like the straps. But this thing, it's so floppy. If you're outside and there's no breeze or a very, very, very light breeze, it's okay. But as soon as you get any sort of wind, the brim of it flops down over your face, and it's so annoying. So I'm on the lookout for a new one. So if you guys got any good recommendations for, I guess, a bucket hat, let me know. Any brands, makers, or something like that. I've heard good stuff about what's that? Dang, I can't remember the name now. They make those fire hose pants. What is the name of that company? If you guys get any recommendations, let me know. Poor conservative says he used any pedal because he's a bass player. Well, my bass player always had pedal, at least an overdrive pedal. He didn't use it very much, but he would use it once in a while. Giovanni, CNC plasma cutter, the monster. Yeah, it sounds cool. It sounds cool, Giovanni. Poor conservative made a safari hat. Oh, Bobby Sharp, Duluth Trading. That's the one I was trying to think of. All I could think of was the fire hose pants. Yes, I've heard they have a pretty good one. Theirs is pretty decent, so I might have to look into that. Yes, Duluth. Ah. All right, what were we talking about? Oh, pedals. Oh yeah. I already mentioned that. Yeah, got that started yesterday. Man, I got one of them little small, those little tiny pedal enclosures that I'm trying to fit a whole bunch of. There's 4 jacks, a foot switch, LED, and a power thing in a little tiny pedal enclosure. It was very tricky, let's say, to get everything wired up in there. Uh, Harry Dude says a bass player with no pedals? Yes, please. There's the poor conservator for you right there. No pedals. Poor conservative. Duluth Trading, best commercials. They do have some funny commercials. I usually only see them on like YouTube. Sometimes they show the commercials on there. Bobby Sharp says, I'm a bassist and I use a chorus 7-band EQ and a conditioner limiter. Yep, my bass player, I'm trying to think now. Bass player in my original band when we were playing, he used an overdrive, a chorus, and a tuner pedal. I think that was it. And then in the cover band, just a tuner pedal and the processor was a pedal. So there was no physical amp for the cover band. It was just an Ampeg. Makes this cool little pedal. Actually, I kind of want to get one because it sounds really good. They make it's a bass simulator pedal. I forget the exact name of it or model, but it's made by Ampeg and gives you direct outs, and it has like a built-in overdrive, a couple different amp channels. It's a cool little box. That and a tuner. So pretty simple there, but yeah, I haven't played with anybody that has, like a huge pedal board for bass, but I have a couple pedals here and there. Now me, on the other hand, I got pedal boards. Oh, good grief! I used to have early on searching for pedals that I really liked. Um, I would just buy everything, anything. I would buy them used. I'd buy them from pawn shops. I'd buy them brand new. I mean, I'd have drawers and drawers of pedals. And finally, I settled on the ones that I really like. And like I mentioned recently, I sold them. I sold a ton of them on eBay. Some of them brought pretty good dollars. I was pretty surprised. But yeah, I still have a lot. Poor Conservative says LMFAO Harry Dude played 14 years professionally all over the world. Just me, Rick, 4001, and Trace Elliott Stack. Harry Dude, try an MXR bass DI plus. And bass preamp with overdrive and pedal size unit. That sounds a very similar bass DI amp sim thing. It sounds really good. I like that. I've heard good stuff about MXR. I have a hand. What is that one that I have a couple of? I have one on each of my pedal boards. It's an overdrive pedal. What is the name of that? It's an MXR overdrive. Is it like the Kick-Ass overdrive or something like that? Bob Sharp, I have an overdrive, but it's not on the rack right now. All Boss, but the tuner is Behringer. Yeah, I like Boss. I have a lot of Boss pedals. My tuners are Boss. Several Boss pedals. I like the MXR. I got kind of a, I think I got a Sans amp in there somewhere. Got quite a few different things, but mainly, um, uh, mainly Boss and MXR. Morley, I got a Morley, got a wah in there. Yeah, it's just a kind of a mix of things. Bobby Sharp sounds like a Sans amp or Tech 21. Yeah, very similar to the one that we use, but it's made by Ampeg, which is kind of cool because I always like Ampeg amps. Giovanni says 55,000 subscribers are few. You have to do something extraordinary to make them increase as soon as possible. How about an online striptease? buddy, you don't want that. you you really don't. You don't want that. See, I look at that on the other way around almost. 55,000. I'm like, holy cow, 55,000. That's amazing. You guys are awesome, and thank you so much because I'm just a dude making stuff in his in his little workshop. 55,000 people subscribe to the channel. It's crazy. So thank you guys for all of you that hang out with these lives, that watch the videos, that comment and like and thumbs up and share and all that stuff. As Giovanni brings up, 55,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. And never, thank you. That's all I can say. I plan to keep doing my thing, hanging out with you guys, and thank you, all of you. Bobby Sharp. Oh yeah, I got a volume pedal Behringer as well. I have a Behringer FCB 1010. It's a MIDI footboard. I use that for my cover band rig. It controls my old school Boss GT Pro processor, and that is pretty much my whole rig. Poor conservative, no. That's what I'm saying. No strip teases here, not from me. Bobby Sharp, mine's almost 150. There you go. Yep, growing each day. That's what Bobby says, and yeah, that's what it is, man. It's, I'm not trying to do anything wild and crazy to, get the channel to blow up. I mean, if I could, I don't even know what that would be, right? But I just want to keep plugging along. Don't get wrapped up in the grow, get 1 million views quick thing. You're gonna get emails if you haven't already. Grow your YouTube channel. Just do smart stuff. Don't fall into any of the scammy, spammy kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Just do your best to make good content. Be genuine, and you know what I mean? Hey dude, prefer rack stuff myself, but have heaps of pedals. Looking at MIDI switching for some of them to integrate some pedals into my rack. Those, I looked at those a while back. I think the band that I first saw that had that whole MIDI switching was I think it was the Deftones. I'm a big Deftones fan. One time, I'm almost positive it was them. And they had all the pedals, because at the time I was playing the original band with my gigantic pedal board, and I'm like, man, that would be so much better. But yeah, MIDI switcher. Even this little looper pedal that I'm making right now, I've seen people doing some cool stuff with that. You can make these things with as many loops on it as you want, really, and they'll just run like. By the time you get all the cables run, it's like a giant snake of different drawers or different setup. So where all you have out front of you is, this bank of basically effects loops that you're turning on and off to select your different things. But I've been digging the MIDI. It's not a pedal switching, but just a MIDI processor. This Boss GT Pro that I'm using is it actually works really well because you just program it all to this MIDI footboard. The pedals are all built in because since this is a Boss unit, it's just like a lot of the more moderner ones. All the effects are built in, but through the editor for this one, you're actually editing on like what looks like little pedals. So you're building your own digital pedal chain. It's kind of neat. It's older. They don't make this thing anymore, but but I like it, and I'd like to use an Axe-Fx myself, but alas, they're too expensive for me at the moment. So if anybody's got a used Axe-Fx you want to sell cheap, let me know if you come across one. Poor conservative, not if you don't post an email. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Ronnie's here. Ronnie says hello from Cleveland. Conservative, hey Ronnie. Ronnie, welcome. How things going in Cleveland? What are you up to on this fine Wednesday morning? Philip says, trying to get my woodworking business going. Do you think it would make sense for if somebody wants to try their hand at YouTube? How's that for an answer? Yes, I do. Um, Even if it's really just for, if your goal is to help promote your shop, um, and maybe not necessarily focus on uh, kind of a how-to video, I think it's still a good idea just to help get your name out there. And you never know really where it's gonna go. If you put out, like we were saying, you put out good, interesting stuff, it could take off on you. You just don't know. But I do feel that it could help your business if that's your goal. If you want to start it to help promote the business. Sorry, I got distracted. There's a goose right outside window here. Yeah, I do. Don't be afraid to give it a shot. It may or may not be your thing, but I mean, if you got to grab your phone and record a video, even if it's just a shop tour, hey, here's my shop, blah blah blah. Here's what I'm, you don't have to be a high production thing. You can just start. I do think it would be. I think it would make sense. Like I said, even if you don't. But just to help promote the business, and you can always use that as a tool. Even if you make maybe a couple videos showcasing, something. Let's say you made a bookcase. I'm just making stuff up. Let's say you made a bookcase and you do a quick video. Hey, here's my bookcase. Maybe it's not even a how-to. Maybe it's not a tutorial. Maybe it's just a walk around. Here's the bookcase. It's made out of maple and walnut. I don't know. And it's got this finish, blah blah blah, and you put that up on YouTube. Well, now that is also a thing that you can be on your Facebook page, or you can send customers, potential customers. Hey, go here. Here's a link. Look up some of my work is up there, and use that as kind of a promotional thing. So even if, like I said, the how-to thing is not the route you want to go down, you can always use it. It can be kind of a promotional thing as well. So. Just a thought, really. Ronnie says, making plans for a table saw stand and extended side table. Ooh, cool. That sounds neat. I wish I had more space to do the same kind of thing for a bigger table saw, with more an outfeed and stuff. I just don't. I don't. I can almost touch the walls on both sides. Almost. Not quite. But I just don't have a lot of room for that. One day I will. And we will make a new outfeed side table, router tables. Ronnie, are you drawing them up? Are you drawing are you doing like digital plans, like SketchUp or something like that? Or just drawing them up by hand? I'm always curious how people make their plans. A lot of times mine's scratched on a piece of notebook paper. Once in a while I'll do an actual one and I'll post it up on my website. But. Giovanni says, I wanted to know Father's Day when you celebrate it. Is it March 19th with us? No, it was last Sunday. Sunday? Yeah. It was this past Sunday. What's today? 20 something? I don't know. 20th? Yeah, we just had it. Today's 24th. The 21st of June. June 21st was Father's Day here in the U.S. Don't know about other parts of the world. What about down under? Harry dude, do you guys have Father's Day down there? You got to, right? When is yours? So there you go, Giovanni. Ours was 3 days ago. So while we're talking about it, I want to say I had a nice day with family and all that sort of thing. So happy Father's Day. It was good here. We had some family over. And just did some barbecue. Nothing big. It wasn't even a big gathering. Don't worry, we didn't break the rules. Grill and just hung out for a while. It was nice. It was a good time. Bobby Sharp to Philip. Lots of work, and folks will not watch the entire video. Well, It is. I'm gonna tag along on you there, Bobby. It is a lot of work depending on the route that you want to take. If you're trying to do like a how-to, you know, edited and all that sort of thing, it is. It's a lot of work to get everything filmed and edited, and it takes you know, your project that if you're doing a project, let's say a project is super simple and maybe it takes 2 hours. Um, Filming it is you're gonna double your time. It's crazy. Then you got to edit and all that stuff. So it is, yes, a lot of work. But if that's what you're trying to do, it's like it's just part of the thing. You know what I mean? And yeah, you got people that people don't. Not everybody's gonna watch it, and that's cool. You know, um, even on my channel, uh, uh, you know, 55. We're at 55,000 right now. 55,000 people don't watch every single video, and that's okay. I focus on a range of different projects. I mean, we got woodworking, we got I've done some metalworking, I've done leather working, I've done fixed stuff around the house. So I've got kind of a wide array. It's not like everybody's going to come. You know, some people may like the woodworking, but so they subscribe for that. But they're not so much maybe into leatherworking. So they don't really care about that. And you're going to get that on when you do a variety of things like I do. And you know what? I'm totally okay with that because for me, I want to do a variety of things. I don't want to just be the leatherworking guy. I mean, there's a ton of channels out there that are awesome at leatherworking, way better than what I can do. But um, I want to share my journey of learning all of these different things with everybody. And so when you have a channel kind of like that's a little more versatile, not versatile, but random like that, you're not going to get every single person that's going to watch every single video. Even some of the channels, that I see, I don't watch every single video because well, one, I don't have time, but everybody has different. But don't let that discourage you, though. I would say. So while Bobby's right that there's a lot of work and a lot of people don't watch it, don't use that. Don't let that discourage you, though. And Bobby, don't let that discourage you either. You keep going if that's what if you want to keep growing your channel, keep going, buddy. You got this. Don't let it get discouraging. There are times when you're like, ugh, why do I keep putting all this time and work in here? Stick with it. Don't quit. Ronnie says air fryers are awesome, dude. Probably I'm guessing reading the previous. Ooh, that one I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to. I'm not gonna give any suggestions. I don't have suggestions because I don't for your area, your state. Make sure that the name's not taken. Make sure the name's available. Try to get one that you can get the URL, the website. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna form a business, try to get a URL that matches, or if you can, that'd be my 2 cents on it. Poor Conservative says to Ronnie, just picked up a new fence system for my table saw. Yeah, that thing looks cool. That is going to be nice to get installed. I started building my own T-fence system a while back. I built the rail, and I built the locking mechanism, and I've got the piece, that would be the actual fence. I never got those welded up, but I was going to build my own for this table saw that I have. Then I realized that right now this thing is just wide enough that I can drag it out the door and work outside, which I do in the summertime, or even if I have a lot of cutting to do and the weather's decent, even if it is winter, I will bring this outside and make the cuts. But if I put this fence system on there, I will not be able to get this outside. So that is what stopped me. I was trying to remember why I never finished it, and that was it. I can't get it out the door if I do. It's just wide enough. Like I can't even hang onto the sides when I sneak it through the door, or they'll smash my fingers. So I can't add that. What is it? All right, let's see here. Oh, I got behind. Bobby Sharp says, "Good point, Jeff. But Facebook would be better for that. For the videos, yeah, it's possible. The same kind of stuff. Put them on both. I do that from time to time. I'll upload stuff to my YouTube, and sometimes I'll re-edit it for Facebook, and I'll upload it to there. Um, if your goal at any point is to be able to get monetized through YouTube, I'm going to go with this. To get monetized, you need the videos obviously on YouTube. And Facebook has a monetization, but it's kind of weird. But yeah, if you're just using it as a sales channel, you could for sure. YouTube. Now this is just my opinion. YouTube seems to be a little easier to navigate the videos. Like you can upload them to your Facebook page, and they're there, and you'll have your little videos link over here. But I don't know. Maybe it might just be because I'm more used to YouTube rather than Facebook video. You know, I've got a ton of my older videos. You know, they're just, I don't know. Just my 2 cents. I like YouTube for the organization better, but either one. If you're using it for a sales channel, Facebook would be perfectly fine. Poor conservative. YouTube can be fun without a ton of work. What kind of woodworking? Yeah, it can be fun. You know, if you keep it simpler, you don't have to make it a big thing. Really, I mean, if you want to just have fun, have fun. Have fun. Film it on your phone. You don't have to do a ton of editing. You know, it all depends on what you're going for, really. You know, and I encourage anybody that wants to do it, and don't let a lot of the other things slow you down, get in your way. If you want to try it, try it. Giovanni says, "Okay, here at 16:35, I'm going to get an ice cream with an espresso. That sounds delicious." Father's Day, on our Father's Day, this last Sunday, my niece brought an espresso cheesecake. Man, that was good. It was like sipping on a nice cup of coffee in the afternoon without drinking a hot coffee on a hot day. It was delicious. I never had an espresso cheesecake before, but woo! Well done. Here, Father's Day is in September here. This year, Sunday, September 6th. Isn't that interesting how we all have a different day for things, for certain things? But does everybody have Christmas on December 25th? I think so. Giovanni, Harry Dude, you guys on the 25th of December? Right? It's not a different day, is it? But other days are. Isn't that? It's kind of weird. Neptune says ice cream with espresso sounds good. It does. It sounds amazing. Philip says you have a honeydew channel. Yeah, kind of, I guess. They're not all honeydew projects, but yeah, it's just all around. You know, you got to fix something around the house. You fix something around the house. See, the way I look at it is like I mentioned early on. This weekend is I'm fixing a window screen. It's really simple, replacing a window screen, rolling in and new spline, blah blah blah. But how many people seriously can use some instruction when it comes to fixing a window screen, right? You know, people don't know. But some people, right? Some people don't know how to do that. So you're gonna look up, oh, how do I fix window screen? There you go. A lot of times those ones are the ones that seem to do a little better. Sometimes for me, if I'm just showing, something like that around the house, I seem to have like it starts off slower because it's not this, some kind of a cool something or other. One's like window screen. But over time, what I've found, those are the ones that just keep going and going. Those are your slow and steady. Other ones, when you publish a video, you want thing do well right off the bat. This one here, I don't have high expectations right off the bat, but over time, it's the stuff people are going to be looking for help. Let's see. Yes, Giovanni, since Jeff never offers ice cream or coffee, I'm I'm sorry, my friend. I get up fairly early, so by the time I do these, I'm out of coffee. You know, right now I just got the water. Nowhere near exciting coffee or ice cream even. I do have ice cream. 8 o'clock bowl of ice cream. Why not? Bobby says, I started because of your answer on one of these Wednesday lives back in December 2019. Started like that day. There you go. I remember that. I do. Bobby says, got to get back to my job later, folks. Have an awesome day. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you were able to tune in. And keep at it. Keep at it. Harry Dude says, oh, cheers to Bobby. Okay. Pork and Bobby. Yeah, I don't like Facebook much at all. I use it. I use it. Let's just leave it at that. KSFWG, include a link to your YouTube video on your Facebook page. My few Facebookers over to YouTube. I do that every time I post a video. I do. So typically right now, here's my schedule. I don't know if it helps anybody else out or not, or maybe gives you some ideas. So I post my video Saturday morning. I was going with like 7 o'clock or something like that, but I've been experimenting with different times. Whenever the Facebook video goes live, YouTube video, I post it on YouTube Saturday mornings. That it goes live, then I take the link after it's live and I share it on Facebook, I share it on LinkedIn, I share it just there. Facebook and LinkedIn, I share the same video, same YouTube link. Sometimes I'll share it on my personal page as well. It helps some to direct some people because I post a direct link. You can click on it right in Facebook and what I'm trying to say. I think it works better doing it that way than if I post the video directly on Facebook. What I've found, if I post it directly on Facebook, it'll get a lot of views initially, but it's almost like after it goes out, it just gets lost, and I'm not sure. I can't explain it because it seems like it just dies out on Facebook. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. But that's kind of what it seems like. The initial views seem higher, but then it's just gone. Harry Dude says, yep, commercial day. Oops, Christmas Day is December 25th. Yeah, see? Philip says, I find great help from your channel. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. KSFWG, or you could put a preview of your YouTube video to Facebook or Instagram. Well, that's one I don't share it much on, Instagram. I need to do better at that. Yeah, the problem with a preview, unless you're thinking of something different, is I'd have to edit something different, and I don't like to edit again. Giovanni says, when can I get a sticker from your channel? I will send you some. If you guys want stickers, you gotta send me a message with your address, and I will send you guys some stickers. I've had a few people ask recently about stickers, and I'll send stickers. But you got to send me your address, and it's okay if it's overseas or something like that. Don't post it on here. I don't want everybody else to get it, but message at me, email me, and get some sent out. I've got another couple envelopes to send out too. So there you go, Giovanni. Says thanks, KSFWG. Maybe he'd be able to tune in. My buddy Derek, you guys, he's been in some of these live streams. We were talking. He's over in Maryland, I believe it is, but he's got his business. He asked me if I could give it a shout out, so I'm gonna give you a shout out, Derek. Here you go, dude. He's gonna be giving away one of his guitars. He's got info over on his page, which is Maryland Customs and Repairs. So this is totally not sponsored. He's not paying me or anything. He just asked me, hey, could you shout it out? So I'm shouting it out. Derek, head over there if you guys are interested. Check out Derek's shop. Does some cool guitar builds and stuff like that. And he's doing one right now made out of scraps. Building a guitar out of him. That's the one that he's going to be giving away. So if you're over there, at least say hi. Well, Derek, Marilit Customs and Repairs. So again, not anything, but just a quick shout out from one guy who builds guitars in his little shed to another guy who builds guitars. He's giving one away. Right on. Giovanni left a. Oh. I'm looking at the little emoji guy that you, but now I look a little closer and I see what it is. Right on. So let's see. We're 45 minutes in. Man, my neck hurts today. I think I mentioned earlier that I'm gonna go hopefully meet the. Hopefully it'll be the new owner of the Chronocaster. Speaking of the Chronocaster, did you guys get to see the demo video? At least the first one. The second one's going to be today. I had different ways to do a demo on it, kind of a rundown, tone stuff, and I'm really proud of the way those came out. So if you guys haven't seen it, I've shared a link, but you can check out Haley Guitars, and they've got the videos over there. The second one, like I said, will be coming out today. I'm really happy with the way those turn out. Giovanni said, I just need a sticker. I don't want ice cream. Oh man, I was going to throw a scoop right in there for you. Poor Conservative says, looked and sounded great. Thanks, man. That first one was really cool because it was recorded direct, right? So we recorded it right. My buddy Jesse played it. He plays through an Axe-Fx for his direct rig. He and I play together in the cover band, and he's got an Axe-Fx running right into his computer. So I was able to take the audio from that and use that, and I mixed it with a little bit of the camera audio, so so it's still a little. It's not just dry computer sound. And but man, I really like that sound. The one's going to come out later today after we get back from all of our stuff. This one was recorded directly through the camera, but it's played through a JCM 900, a Marshall tube amp, all tube. I figured the tube would be kind of cool, a live amp, because the first one was not through an actual amp, right? So this one's a live recording right from the camera, so this one will be pretty cool through the sounds and stuff like that. But I wanted to get the range of everything, and then all of that will get posted on the Haley Guitars website when I list the guitar. If I get that far, I mean, it's going to get listed, but I'm hoping that I don't come home with it today. As much as I really like that thing, it wasn't made for me to keep. But I got my fingers crossed on that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing by the music store. The Frozen Burst one, it's still at the music shop, and I'm going to pick it up over there. I'm trying to remember when I dropped it off. It was shortly before this COVID nonsense, and so it's the poor thing's been sitting there. I think I'm going to stop by there, pick that up, bring that home, maybe do some guitar or some demo videos with that, and kind of probably have to go through and might need new strings by now, but I think I'm going to pick that guy up and show it a little love, and hopefully I can get rid of that one here pretty quick. Porkin Surf says, should have had him play Orange Blossom Special or Foggy Mountain Breakdown. I didn't have any songs in mind, and this especially came true when we did the second demo that's coming out this afternoon. He's like, what do you want me to play? I'm like, I don't know, just do some clean stuff. We'll switch, back and forth, and we'll do some distortion, and you know what I mean? And I didn't have anything in mind. So Jesse, the other, who played it the first time, I just told him, play whatever, play some clean, play some chords, play some, overdrive, distortion, whatever. And he tried to just, he didn't do really much of like covers or anything like that. He just was playing stuff. But my buddy Jason, who did it, who's doing the one coming out later, threw a little cover stuff in there. But yeah, I don't, I almost ought to make a list of things. Telemusic, yes, like you said, but yeah, I'm learning. I'm figuring out what really should, what kind of stuff should be played and stuff like that. But I also don't want, um, I don't want to just give it to someone and say play this, play that, play this, play that, play this. I kind of like to keep it um, a little more. What am I even trying to say? A little more open. A little. I don't even know what the word is, honestly. I just try to find people that some friends of mine that are good guitar players, and just say play a range of things. But you are right, and I need to try to find somebody organic. Yes, that's it. But I do need to find some more people that maybe like some people in a country band, and okay, here play some country stuff. Most of the musicians that I interact with, um, at least that I can call up and say, hey, can you try this out? Most of them are cover band, rock cover bands or metal guys, something like that. I need to connect a little more, not necessarily even country, but just some other genres to get a wider demo. To your point, telemusic. Yes, it's mostly tellish, the guitar, but it's not made to just do telly stuff. I mean, it's made to rip, and it whew, it does. I'm really really liking that pickup. Um, that pickup in that thing, I really dig. Poor conservative. Organic, personal. Yes. Yep. Exactly. I just want to say, here's the guitar that I made. Play something. I don't care what. The only thing that I tell anybody that when they're trying it out, if I'm doing it on, for video, is I want clean stuff. I want to switch between single coil, between humbucker. I want clean, maybe some single note. I want some chords. I want some distortion, some jamming stuff, and some sort of lead type solo-y stuff. I don't care what it is. So, yeah, I'm really, really happy with that one. And, it's been a while since I've seen the Frozen Burst one, so I'm kind of happy. I think I'm going to pick that guy up, like I said, and give him a refresh, maybe a demo video on that guy. But let's see what else. What else? So we're coming up on the hour, and we gotta roll out of here in about a half an hour to do our things for the day. Poor Conservative says, at least you have someone who can do that for you. I don't have anyone here that can do a real demo. Really? You don't? There's nobody. Is there nobody in your area that plays or anything like that? I'm not 100% sure in your area or anything, but man, there'd be somebody. But I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. Yes, I am thankful though that I do have some friends who are very good guitar players and way better than me. Like I don't want to be the one doing the demo, really. Like a video demo, just because I'm not the kind of player like those guys are. They're a little bit more technical, more solo, stuff. I'm not a lead guy all day long, but not. I am thankful that I that I have buddies I can call up. Hey, try this thing out, and they're like, sure. Tony says, just finished a project last week. I have 2 more to get to. How do you get motivated to go to the shop when it's just a hobby? I think my 2 cents on that would be, if it's a hobby, it's something you like to do, right? Like to me, a hobby is something you do for relaxation, for for enjoyment, for satisfaction, for anything like that. And that right there, to me, gives me the motivation, right? Right. I just made this little leather belt pouch the other day, and I'm doing it for a project video, but there is where am I going with this? Coming out and working on this thing was just getting it done and seeing a project come together for me gives me the motivation that I want to keep going. You know, especially even with something like a guitar, that there is a lot of steps. There's a lot of things that you have to go in, you know, and it's not like you're just going to knock it out in a couple hours. The seeing everything, seeing how everything, I like seeing the progression and how it all comes together. If if it's if it starts to feel like a job, maybe try looking at it a little different, or maybe even take a break. Don't feel like you have to get it done. I mean, if it's something you're doing for fun, don't lose the enjoyment. You know what I mean? Because that's no fun. When it starts to feel like a job, maybe just need a break. Maybe take a day off, or take a break from the shop. Maybe do something different. I don't know. Um, for me, there are days that I'm like, oh man, I gotta work on the thing. But they're few and far between when I get to come out here and work on stuff. The times that I really don't feel like it is when I need to sit down and because I'm like, man, now I know I got to sit inside, and uh, but when I actually get to come out here, I want to keep going and keep going and keep going, and just maybe take a break, take an evening off or something. Don't feel like, unless you actually have to get it done. But if it's something you're doing for fun, man, I don't want you to get burnt out. But there are days that it's going to happen. There really are. Um, you know, if it's, I don't know, I don't have a better answer. How do you get motivated? If it's just a hobby, sorry, I had something in my eye. It's totally cool to take time off, and just to take a break, take a couple nights off, take a weekend off, whatever you need to do. Don't get burnt out, because that's when you get burnt out, then it's like, what, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And this craft that we all share in some form, in some welding, whatever, we all have the same thing, right? We're building something with our hands. We're envisioning something and making it come to life through whatever medium is our chosen thing, right? I don't want to see anyone lose that, because honestly, there aren't that many people, really, right? If you look at the scope of how many people there are in the world, we keep going. We have this. We need to share this with people, right? To try to keep this craft, our crafts, whatever it is, going. We need to share it with our kids, with our friends, family, whether or not they take on, but to keep everything alive. I don't want it to die out. So please don't get burnt out. Do what you got to do to get reinvigorated and to keep going at it. It's totally cool to do that. Oh, it's not a silly answer, but. Poor Conservative says, tons of players, just nobody you can hand an instrument to and just have them play. I'm too old. All the young good players are looking to be paid. Really, just to try out an instrument? They want to be paid? Because that's lame. I'm sorry. If somebody calls me up and says, dude, I just made this guitar, can you check it out for me? I'm going to be like, yeah. I mean, if they want me to video, but I totally would not turn down somebody asking, for me to try out an instrument. And I would not expect to be paid. I really wouldn't. So, they're lame. Mr. Doughboy's here, and keep everyone up to date. We were doing an earlier live stream because I got to get rolling here pretty quick. But I'm glad you're able to stop in. Poor Conservative. Hello, Mr. Doughboy. Or hey, Mr. Doughboy. Giovanni sent you address. If you want to pay for shipping, I'll check it out, buddy. I'm not worried about it. Last time I sent some things overseas that was just like a letter like that. It was not worth messing with shipping. But I'll get after it. Yeah. So Tony, I hope I know that wasn't a great answer, but I'm trying to pull trying to pull what I can on the spot. Um, but yeah, try not to don't get discouraged to the point where you're gonna like give up or anything like that. Keep at it, man. You got this. It's totally cool, and it goes for everybody. You know what? If you get burnt out and stuff, it's okay to take a break. Like even working a regular work job, right? That's why we have vacation time. You got to take a break once in a while, get away, spend a weekend camping, or so whatever your thing is, just do it. Don't get burnt out. It's supposed to be fun, right? Even if you're doing it for a job, you still got to have fun. You still got to enjoy what you're doing, creating something out of nothing, basically, right? Creating. I was talking to somebody not long ago. We're creating things that were never intended to be created, right? Oh, it was about that two-string diddly bow that I did a couple weeks ago. I was talking about just things. Yes, I'm taking things that were never intended to be put together and putting them together, and that's really what we all do in some form or another. Whether you're sticking metal together, you're sticking wood together, you're sticking leather together, you're sticking whatever to whatever, we're creating stuff that didn't exist before, and that's pretty darn awesome to think about, right? I keep picking this up because it's what's in front of me. This thing has never been created ever. There's been similar things, but this exact one has never ever been created. Think about that. Whatever you're building has never been created. That thing, there's something about it that has never ever been done before. Even if you're following a plan, right? There's going to be something about the thing. Maybe use a different kind of lumber. Maybe you use a different kind of stain. Maybe use something, but pretty good chance that whatever we're all creating has never been created in that version before. And that's pretty awesome. I don't care who you are. That's pretty awesome right there. Poor Conservative says, yeah, that's why I left here to move to Phoenix in '87 to continue my music career and schooling. This is the most lame town. Oh, then you went back. Okay, gotcha. I got confused there for a minute. Yeah, that's a drag. It really is. I mean, I hope you can find somebody. You got to way to find someone. But anyway, guys, I got to wrap this up. We got to get rolling here pretty quick. We're about about 25 minutes. We got to hit the road. Guitars and things in hand, and next week, kind of how things went. Maybe I won't have the guitar anymore. But be on the lookout for the next demo to come out this afternoon. Once we get back, I'm going to get that posted. And on the lookout this weekend as well. New project video. I already mentioned it a couple of times. Coming out this weekend. And hope you guys are all doing awesome. Thanks a lot for being able to tune in. Even though this was an hour earlier. I posted and sent some messages. I'm glad you guys were able to catch it at least. And be able to tune in and hang out for a bit. Thanks a lot, guys. I said it earlier, but I want to say again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, for your support, for watching the videos, for thumbs up, for commenting, all that stuff. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate and getting to know you guys, hanging out, and everything you guys do for your support and everything. It's so awesome. So thanks a lot, guys. You guys have an amazing week. Have an amazing weekend. Stay safe. Have fun. Build cool stuff. And just have a good time, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week.